Toguz korgool or Toguz kumalak is a two-player game in the mancala family that is played in Central Asia. Board. The game is played on a board with 2 rows of 9 holes. There are 2 kumalak between these rows, which are used to collect captured stones of each user, separately. At the beginning there are 9 stones in each hole, except the kumalak, which are empty, so players need a total of 162 stones. Game start. The board sides are labeled as black and white. The player sitting on the white side starts the game. Gameplay. Players move alternately. A move consists of taking stones from a hole and distributing them to other holes. On his/her turn, a player takes all the stones of one of his holes, which is not a toғыз, and distributes them anti-clockwise, one by one, into the following holes. The first stone must be dropped into the hole which was just emptied. However, if the move began from a hole which contained only 1 stone, this stone is put into the next hole. If the last stone falls into a hole on the opponent's side, and this hole then contains an even number of stones, these stones are captured and stored in the player's kumalak. If the last stone falls into a hole of the opponent, which then has 3 stones, the hole is marked as a toғыз. There are a few restrictions on creating a toғыз. A player may create only 1 toғыз in each game. The last hole of the opponent cannot be turned into a toғыз. A toғыз cannot be made if it is symmetrical to the opponent's one. It is permitted to make such a move, but it wouldn't create a toғыз. The stones that fall into a toғыз are captured by its owner. He may transfer its contents at any time to his kumalak. The game ends when a player can't move at his turn because all the holes on his side, which are not toғыз, are empty. When the game is over, the remaining stones which are not yet in a kumalak or in a toғыз are won by the player on whose side they are. The winner is the player who, at the end of the game, has captured more stones in their toғыз than the kumalak. When each player has 81 stones, the game is a draw. The rules of Toguz korgool game. This game consists of the desk and 162 small balls. There are 9 pits on each side of the desk and 2 bowls kumalak by 1 for each player. The kumalak of the player situated at the right side. The kumalak itself doesn't participate in game. It is only required for saving of balls. The first position of the game is the following. There are 9 balls in each pit. The kumalaks are empty. The aim of the game is that the player should win from the competitor more than 81 balls. The right to start the game is defined by mutual agreement of by sortition. The player who starts the game takes all balls from any pit on his side, and starting with that pit places 1 ball in each pit anti-clockwise. It is not allowed to jump over pit or to put by 2 or more balls in 1 pit. After the 9th pit from the first player's side follows the first pit of the competitor, etc. If the last ball falls into one of the competitor's pit, and the number of balls in this pit would be even, so the move is considered resulting and the player take all balls from this pit to his kumalak. But if the last ball falls into one of his own pits, irrespectively of number of balls, they wouldn't be taken by anybody. If the move starts from the pit where there is only 1 ball, so the ball is moving to the next pit, accordingly the previous pit becomes empty. The players are coming one after one. There is also the rule of toғыз. If the last ball falls into the competitor's pit where he has already 2 balls, so these 3 balls are moving to the player's kumalak and he announces this pocket as toғыз. Thus, the player wins the whole pit and all those balls that are falling to toғыз pit are moving to his kumalak. Each player during the game can announce the toғыз pit only once. It is not allowed to change or to take another one toғыз. According to the rules of the game, the 9th pits couldn't become toғыз. And also if the one player has announced the toғыз pit, so another player can't announce the same pit as toғыз. Competitions. Similar to chess, Go and checkers, there are world championships which attract players from all over the world. The Toguz Korgool Federation was founded in Bishkek, Kyrgyz Republic, in 1993. The Toguz Korgool World Championships are held every 2 years. The last ones were in Pardubice, Czech Republic, in 2012. The current Toguz Korgool World Champions are Aysel Darleva and Nurbek Kabayev. Best non-Asian player was Jurij. There are many competitions on local, regional and national levels in Central Asia. In addition, there are annual tournaments in some European countries, including England, Germany, Switzerland, and the Czech Republic. Toguz Korgool is now also included in the program of the World Nomad Games. The game is considered a national sport in Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan. It is estimated that there are about 10,000 organized players and about 200 official trainers in Kazakhstan alone.